And this is again a view of the parade, skirting Delhi Gate.
गणतंत्र दिवस की भव्य परेड के मार्चिंग दस्ते इस समय दिल्ली गेट से आगे बढ़ते हुए अपने गंतव्य स्थल लाल किले की ओर।
सुंदर परंपरा है जिनको आज हमने देखा और हमारे अतिथिगण आज इस समारोह में हमारे साथ शरीक हुए।
परेड का पूरा मार्ग लगभग 8 किलोमीटर का है और परेड के पूरे मार्ग में दोनों ओर अपार जनसमूह।
हम इसीलिए अभिमानी हैं, हम धन्य हुए, हम गर्वित हैं क्योंकि हम हिंदुस्तानी हैं।
So this is a tableau going past ITO. As you can see, the energy, the rhythm, the lyricism, all still very much there in the movements. And of course, the people gathered there to watch them.
राजपथ से लेकर लाल किले तक परेड मार्ग में गणतंत्र दिवस समारोह की ही धूम है।
And that's what collective celebrations are all about. When a nation comes together, ensuring that our differences enrich us and our collectives unite us.
The Vice President of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu, will shortly be seen off.
And now we bid adieu to the Prime Minister of Brunei Darussalam, His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah. His Excellency Joko Widodo, the President of the Republic of Indonesia, now waiting for his vehicle to arrive, as the Vice President Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with gratitude, say goodbye to them. His Excellency Joko Widodo, President of the Republic of Indonesia.
ये दृश्य दिल्ली गेट से जहां से परेड गुजर रही है, पहली बार परेड मार्ग के भी दृश्य टेलीविजन स्क्रीन पर। और ये दृश्य दरियागंज से, और इधर राजपथ पर फिलीपींस गणराज्य के राष्ट्रपति महामहिम श्री रोड्रिगो रुआ दुतर्ते राजपथ से प्रस्थान कर रहे हैं।
Our next key guest, Samdech Techo Hun Sen, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
एक एक करके हमारे माननीय अतिथि सलामी मंच के सामने से अब विदा होते हुए।
Alright, so that is the 10 guests of honor who had been a part of the Republic Day parade from the 10 ASEAN nations who are now bidding adieu to this ceremony at Rajpath. So what we saw was a spectacular display of color, of culture, where India put forth its very best in terms of its diversity that it has, in terms of its military hardware that it has. It celebrates its 69th Republic Day. These are live visuals which we are seeing from Rajpath as the final bits of protocol of the guests of honor of the Republic Day parade being seen off there by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself and also the Vice President Venkaiah Naidu. And we're also joined in in our newsroom by our senior editor, Surya Gangadharan. Surya, this in many ways is a very symbolic. The fact that we are celebrating our 69th Republic Day and also the manner in which we have done. Yesterday was also the commemorative ASEAN Summit. We've also completed 25 years of the Indo-ASEAN partnership. And now in many ways having 10 guests of honor at the Republic Day parade sends a clear sort of a message in terms of what is India's vision for the future.
I think it tells you the direction of India's strategic and foreign policies, the direction of its economic policies. It's looking at greater integration with Southeast Asia, with ASEAN, something which we've lagged behind in the past, but clearly the Prime Minister intending to fast-track that. And the invitation to the 10 ASEAN heads of state to come here, the amazing thing is all of them accepted. It tells you that there is something here which we're all building together on. And of course, it sends the usual strategic signals that have been read all over our neighborhood. I think that's important.
Absolutely indeed. And considering the fact that, we have been dealing with an increasingly belligerent China, which claims that its rise is a peaceful rise, but the ASEAN nations, at least 5 of them, also deal with pretty much the same issues in terms of how China has been extremely belligerent with the South China Sea issue. One of the things which India has been looking for, at least for the last 3 decades, is to look east. And now what Prime Minister Modi is perhaps doing is to act east. We're building infrastructure, and this will aid in terms of our defense, in terms of our cooperation in combating terror, and also in improving trade relations with these nations.
Well, a trade issue is a bit of a problem right now because there is a comprehensive economic partnership we've been looking at. But there are issues for India because ASEAN is so integrated with China that the region is awash with Chinese goods. So the moment you tie up into a free trade agreement with ASEAN, you are basically allowing Chinese goods to flood the Indian market, which is where the dilemma for India really is. How do we build economic relationship with ASEAN and keep Chinese goods out, at least to a point where our deficit doesn't worsen?
Absolutely indeed, Surya. This of course was a spectacular display of India's military might in terms of also as to how it is looking forward in its partnerships that it wants to build for the future. So this are the visuals that we are getting from Rajpath, live visuals of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also Vice President Venkaiah Naidu seeing off the guests of honor who have taken part on the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is the first time that we've had 10 guests of honor for our Republic Day parade. So this is, of course, what we've been tracking through the morning